Let me ask you a question. Do you want to work a 9-to-5 job for a boss in a corporation and shit? Of course not. Everybody has dreams nowadays. Oh, I want to do this. F off. Not everybody can be some entrepreneur or creative mastermind. Okay, calm down. I'm sitting here making this video with the hope that some people will see it. But truth be told, probability-wise, that's not very likely. You know how saturated this is with a bunch of strange men and women throwing their content out into the void? It's corny that I'm even doing this right now. I mean, I guess it makes sense because you're kind of dumb if you don't use this now. No matter what you want to do, you use social media now. You can apply a scale to nearly any business model. Despite all of this, Papa is still trying. And Papa's gonna make it. Why do you say that? Why is Papa gonna make it? Good question. You see, I tried all the self-development techniques. I tried taking cold showers and journaling and cleaning my room and shaving my gooch and going to Costco. I'm still a little piece of garbage. I see a lot of people who are younger than me, but also more successful, more attractive, more talented, faster, stronger, taller, probably more nice. They're kinder. They have a greater sense of f***ing integrity. I can only imagine they have bigger cock. And when I see these people on the internet, I get this nervous, uneasy, ego-destroying feeling. And maybe I could use it to drive me to work harder, but I usually just pace around my room for 45 minutes and then go back to fucking off. I can only hope that these people fall off later in life. In their late 20s or early 30s, they get a bad drug problem or they just have an emotional breakdown because they didn't get their developmental years. So then while they're curled up and crying on the ground, I can step on their back to reach new heights. I am completely average, probably even below average. I tried manifesting, writing down my goals and visualizing them. $1 million, big booty bitches. $1 million, big booty. I've been doing that for a minute now, and I even had an assigned date that already passed, and I'm looking around me right now. There's no dollars, there's no bitches. I genuinely expected that by the time I turned 18, I'd have some multi-million-dollar business and my cock will have miraculously increased by a factor of 4. I looked down at my unimpressive flaccid penis, rubbing my temples, imagining it extending past my kneecaps. But nothing happened. Maybe like a few centimeters at most. What I could do is stop being a weenie and go get a decent education, a decent job. Is it not enough to enjoy the simple things in life? Do I really have to compare myself to the top 0.1% of people on the internet and be disappointed when I don't measure up? Do I really have to have all these hyperbolic goals? Can't I just be okay being normal? No, this desire is not the type that causes suffering. It's just a yearning to get the best out of life. I can't deny it. No matter what way you slice it, when I'm 40, it's gonna be regret. When I was a kid, I always felt less than everybody else. I always felt incompetent. I feel like I was just at the bottom of this pyramid for so long. And it's probably because I was. Honestly, I was not very good at shit. And it's also because I was a late bloomer. I was developmentally like 3 years behind everybody else. I hit puberty late. I'm still hitting puberty. But I realized that's a blessing in disguise, because now I have this thing where I have to improve to compete with my peers. And now I'm improving to compete with this top 0.1%, and I'm gonna beat them, bro. I'm gonna get there. It's not out of self-hate, it's called a growth mindset. Just going through school was enough for me to say, fuck this. I don't care. My brain does not have the chemicals required to put up with this boring bullshit. I'm gonna get what I want out of life, or I'm gonna die trying. That's all it is. And yeah, public school pretty much sucks for everybody, but I don't think most other people had that reaction. There is no plan B. There is no, oh well, at least I tried. No. Success is the only option for as long as I am alive. The day I lose will be the day I die. And if I do lose, it's just a game. That's really how I feel. And not even on some emo shit, my mental health is pretty good, low-key, but I just think life isn't supposed to be taken all seriously. All that does is stress you out. It's a game, brother. Everything's just a game. Not like one of those games where everybody else is an NPC, because that's weird. It's like one of these MMO games. Everybody's here together. It's like World of Warcraft, except way more boring. That's why I'm risking it all, because really, what is there to risk? We don't know what life is. I mean, I know I just said life was a game, but we don't know when we're gonna die. We don't know what happens after this. And you're sitting there being a little bitch. You know that feeling when you're just going through your day and then you stop for a second and you look around and you look at your hands and you're like, wait, what the fuck is this? You know? I could get how that feeling is very existential and frightening, but I like it. It's one of my favorite feelings. I see it as respite because everything around me is annoying. It's suffocating. I'm over it. People keep on saying, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Do I though? Are we real? Anyways, I said I was gonna make it, and the reason is, I suck myself off. I suck my own dick. Whether you are a man or a woman, giving yourself head is the key to success. I was completely shocked by this, to know that this is what I was missing. Anybody who has accomplished something substantial has sucked themselves off and also consumed their own seed afterward. This is because sucking yourself off is the ultimate expression of self-love, and if you don't love yourself, you won't be able to be successful. And also, you want to gulp down the fruits of your labor afterwards because the seminal fluid in your ball sack has a strange psychoactive chemical in it that's programmed specifically for your brain, and when you swallow that shit, you see the world. You see the world. I know what you're thinking. I can't give myself head. I'm not flexible enough. Because even if you're a guy and you have a really small wiener, if you're flexible enough, it'll work. And I have the perfect stretches you could do to get yourself sucking yourself off in 3 days. You are gonna have to pay for my course though, link in bio. But this stuff really does work. I worked with a client, he was a Korean kid, he was disabled. He was unable to walk. And after I saw him put his mouth on his crippled cock, he hopped right up and started doing the Gangnam Style. Anyways, thank you for watching. I did just give you the secrets to success, so feel free to drop a fat like, a fatty comment, a fatty subscribe, or I am liable to piss on your prized possessions. And